Hey, this is Marilyn Gigliotti.
Hey, this is Brian O'Halloran.
Hey, everybody. My name is Scott Schiaffo, actor best known as the Chulies Gum Guy from the film Clerks.
And welcome to Clerks Minute.
You're listening to Clerks Minute.
And I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Hi, this is Mike Zapsik from AMC's Comic Book Man, the podcast I Sell Comics, and the Ming and Mike Show. And you're listening to Clerks Minute. What's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from AMC's Comic Book Man. You got a minute? Good, because you're listening to Clerks Minute.
Hey, this is Walt Flanagan, the Lon Chaney of the 90s, and you are listening to Clerks Minute.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Clerks Minute, where we break down the 2006 Kevin Smith sequel Clerks 2 left and right minutes at a time. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
And we're back, and we have a fun couple minutes here, actually, because we're leading into the infamous Lord of the Rings Star Wars debate that we have a couple of guests for. But before we get into that, we are back over at in the office, and to Dante's credit, Becky likes to make fun of Emma and her parents, and Dante does not mind it, and he just throws out jokes himself because they were talking about how the house and she's like she's like making fun of the fact that they have money, and they also threw in 2 cows and a goat.
Yeah,
why not?
I would have held out for three. I would have held out for three cows and her sister.
Wow, wow. Anyway, so I understand Becky's point of view here so much. She doesn't want to be left alone with Randall. I don't blame her. I really can't blame her there whatsoever, because Randall would drive anybody crazy. So he suggests, well, why don't you quit, move to Florida, and work at the car wash with me in Florida?
Yeah.
And
I smell the sitcom.
Dante working at a car wash does sound hysterical.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't happen, but
actually,
it's really
Dante
funny.
and Randall working at the car wash
with Becky.
Yeah.
Just because.
Somebody make that happen.
How has that not been some kind of animated short alternate ending of this movie? An alternate ending. How is that not how it should have ended? There you go. Anyway, and she's like, she goes all on like mocking him, like heavy mocking him. It's so freaking funny. But Dante says that working there is no better than working in this place. And Becky, to her point, actually makes the point that once my uncle's up, I'll be out of this place too. Apparently, she's been here for a couple of years because her uncle got cancer. That's what I got out of this conversation. It never actually said, but you can just listen to the wording and you understand it.
Well, it's like, what, 2 years and a shitload of chemo?
It was actually 2 different things. It was a shitload of chemo and his red blood cells are finally intact, which translates to cancer. Nothing specific, but it's there. It's said. We just mentioned. But I understand this. A couple of weeks turns into a couple of years.
Yeah.
I completely understand that. I get it. 100%. I feel like that was about I worked at UPS. I meant to be there for a holiday job. I was there for a year and a half. Weird situation how that works sometimes.
I meant to find new work after this, because I meant to try and get out of my job at Potawatomi and find new work a year and a half ago. Now it's what, 3 years?
Pretty much, something like that. Well, it's been about 2.5 years since I left Potto.
Yeah.
So think about it that way.
And well, put it this way: as much as you hate your job, it was much better than Potto.
I don't hate my job though. I don't hate my job now.
Oh.
So I actually don't mind my job.
Oh.
And it's not just because I've been listening to this show. So Becky goes and says, pretty much, as much as I'd love to go back and forth with you and say how much I'm going to miss you and not sure how I'm going to live without you, let's treat this like any other work day.
And as I put it, if it weren't for the fact that she broke out the nail polish, I would have said it would sound like they're about to go and fuck right there.
Pretty much. It didn't have that moment and that look at her face. I really didn't. I wouldn't have blamed him if he said yes to that either in this moment.
Well, fuck, does a chicken have a pecker? Yes, I would.
Well, it's Rosario. At the end of the day, no matter how I look at it, it's Rosario. So then we cut out here, and it starts. Here we go. The jump from them talking about doing nail polish to coming out here, and
You have Randall.
I lost my place on my notes.
Randall.
Hang on a second. I lost my place. Hang on a second. I had it in front of me, and then I lost it.
Well, no, I was just saying, I think it looked like Randall was actually doing what he was supposed to be doing earlier, which was refilling the napkin dispenser there.
They're actually working, though.
Yeah.
They're actually working.
That's a rare moment for Randall.
Yeah, Randall's doing his thing. Elias is doing his thing in the back.
Well, yeah, like I said, that's, I think, maybe the only time on screen that you'll ever see Randall working.
No, they do, because later on they have to serve all the customers during the rush.
Yeah.
Later on. So he does work.
It's a rare moment.
It's just rare, but it does happen. Then Elias, who's doing onion rings, apparently, just picks up one ring to rule them all. And it starts. Here we go.
I want to punch him already.
Here we go. This is starting.
And Randall gets this look of annoyance that can only be described as him attempting to wrestle with the desire to go and stick his head in the deep fryer.
Well, Randall makes a valid point. I love this whole thing.
Yeah.
You wonder why no chick will let you stick your cock in her. Of course. And Elias is so innocent. He's so innocent.
Yeah.
But he's like, I never wondered that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? But he's so innocent in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've accepted the fact that you'll never get a chick a long time ago.
Yeah.
And Elias says, I could get a chick if I wanted to, but I'm not doing it justice.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it justice because Trevor's rendition of these lines are so shy and innocent. I can't do it justice.
I could get a chick if I wanted to. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself too. That's one of those where you go, okay, now could you say it again with a little more conviction?
Not going to comment on that here. Who are you kidding? You can't get a chick, you mook. You're too weird and sad.
Hi.
So don't try. Anyway, I turned down chicks left and right. And the best punchline of this whole spiel, your chicks are your left and right. By far.
Boy, this is just disturbingly sad.
Well, it's a great punchline. It's a great comeback. It's a great punch in the gut.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a dickhead line, but it works. So then Randall pretty much says, I know you're a huge fucking nerd of Potsy-like proportions, and no chicks dig nerds, especially nerds who are into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And we end this with Elias saying, chicks dig Lord of the Rings, Randall, and we get into everything, obviously, in our next episode. You were saying stuff off the air, so go for it.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, chicks dig Lord of the Rings. Yeah, nobody want to hang around, especially considering how sleep-inducing the movies are.
Well, as I said in the episode that's going to air tomorrow, we heard this a little out of order for guest reasons. Yeah. I had a girlfriend that was into these movies, so they're not all bad. You know what I mean? They're not all bad. It's not my thing. Yeah. So I'm not going to, it's one of those things where I'm trying, my new attitude on things lately is going to be, it has been, you're into what you're into. Good for you. Yeah. And don't give me shit for what I'm into. I won't give you shit for what you're into. Yeah. I'm fine with that, you know? So I'm not going to pick on somebody when they get into a movie. Yeah. But it's just this is ridiculous. Yeah. I actually feel bad for Elias. You deal with Randall every day. Yeah. You deal with this shit every fucking day. And I actually feel bad for him at this moment. Oh, man. And like I said, Elias is so innocent. He's just here okay, yep, I'm just going to take this shit from you. I deal with it every fucking day. And we're going to
squeeze that rage into a bitter little ball and release it at the appropriate time, as when I'm splashing this place with gas and about to burn it down.
Burn it down! Sorry. Seth
burn, motherfucker, burn!
Sorry, Seth Rollins moment. Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway, wrestling fans get that. I'll play it here if you want to hear it. Actually, it listens to the Blake and Sal show. Understands that joke. So that's that. I believe that's where we are now. And tomorrow, what am I saying? At our next episode on Wednesday, we're going to be joined by Daniel. Hey, hang on a second. I'm saying this wrong. I'm looking at his head wrong. Try it again. On Wednesday, we're going to be joined by Jason Powell for ProWrestling.net, and we're going to have a debate, Lord of the Rings versus Star Wars, with him and he's pretty much on our side of the coin, which we'll get into that in our next episode. And then on Friday, we'll continue the talk with Daniel Barry from the Forcecasts. Big-time Star Wars guy is looking forward to coming on for this conversation as well. So we'll talk about that with him at the end of the week. And that'll be it for us today. Thank you all for listening to the show. If you have any comments or anything else, we have a Facebook community. I don't mention it here enough. I really should. I put the link up in all of our posts, and I don't mention it on the air. We have the Clerks Convenient group on Facebook. It's actually a good place. We have a lot of people in there, a lot of people talking to us. And if you have any comments on Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and things like that, be civil. If you go crazy, I will block you. I'm not dealing with the Star Wars contingency that's been going on the internet lately. Go somewhere else for that. But if you want to have a civil conversation like we have on this show, please come join us. We don't mind that. That'd be great. So, that all being said, we are part of the Filling the Void Podcast Network. You can hear us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hear me on the Blake South Show every Friday. And on No Days But Today, our retrospective every other Friday with my wife, Mandy. We will be back on Wednesday, like I said, with Jason Powell. Till then, thank you so much for listening. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
Your chicks are your left and right.
Snorting, smoking weed, doing coke, drinking beers, rolling fatties, smoking blunts. Who smokes the blunts? Who smoke the blunts? Rolling blunts and smoking.